Welcome back, ladies and gents. This is Operation Dynamo, Commonwealth, and Free France, turn 9. This is Ninja Eskimo. We're going to roll for some British tech. Now, we got 2 working factories, so we're going to roll for some improved logistics looks pretty good. But you know what? We're going to roll for the radar anti-sub warfare just because we've got routes that we don't want to get hit. That's a 12 and an 8, so that is success on the radar, success on anti-sub warfare. Looking good, looking good. As well as we can look. Moving on to buys. Apologies for not explaining that in the last video. We've got maxed out on everything here. We are lend-leasing from Anzac to KMT and France because they are the only ones able to lend-lease at all. They are also going to buy themselves a supply token. We've got Gurkha militia, 3 militia, 2 colonials. Moving on to combat moves. Before I forget, we're gonna go kill some Italian coastal subs, me hopes. And yeah. Just gonna group that there. Move that off because I believe there's no damage at the start of their turn. So they can just not get hurt. We're just hoping for no hurt. No hurt would be good. But we are going to hurt these people. That is the idea. That will be a mapping, seaplane, 1, 2. And we're gonna then do a couple other things. So, upon reflection, I think we will actually go medium bomber and where is it? Yes. Medium bomber and heavy cruiser. Screening force. Because we are sending the Flying Dutchman and her British sister ship 3 to attack the Japanese fleet south of Mindanao. We're gonna send this British full submarine 1, 2, 3 to join. We're gonna send... Ooh, it is only 3. For a second, I guess I thought that this submarine could also reach. So then things are getting a little spicier. Specifically, we can send the medium bomber that way. These boys are trying to run. Well, sure. Let's make it a double here. So we have more of a punch there. Yeah. Alright. Thoughts are a-whirring in the head of mine, this here noggin. So, we're gonna go and liberate Burma. Yeah, we'll just liberate Burma there. We're thinking about all kinds of other things here, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, okay. I don't think that we've got an ability to do any raiding here, so... Yeah, those boys are fine. There's nothing much to be done over here. Nothing much at all. So, we're gonna start rolling, I guess. We could make an attack. That seems mighty dumb to try, but we could make an attack. There are a lot of airborne sitting here. A lot, well, not a lot, just a few Marines, but a lot of airborne. 8 total airborne. Dang. Things are looking a little worse for the wear on the Allies this game. Yeah, that's just a very risky play, but we gotta do it. It was not spoken, I don't think, but when there was tracing of supply, I'm assuming it came here from the submerged submarine from the fighter that had gone on map to attack it, and then it had gone out to Taiwan and then around to Maharashtra. Because if it came from Tokyo directly, then it would have been interdicted. So, with that understanding, it also seems like the seaplane was taken. We're going to move here, I think. Just to get out of map range when I don't need to be in map range. And yeah, looks good. We'll start off. Where shall we start? Let's start over here, actually. What do we got? A seaplane rolling against 3 subs. It is a 3. A sub is dead. And he will return at the conclusion. During non-combat, I believe, when he pops on back off, but he's just going back. I guess it doesn't actually matter if I'm down or not. There's actually nothing in the way that could come and raid me, so we'll stay on map and probably just hunt these subs into oblivion from Cape Verde. Just land in Cape Verde at the end of this. That could be fun. German battle cruiser on raid is not good. Italian sub down there is not good. Okay. On to the next. We've got 1 Japanese destroyer, 2 screening heavy cruisers. It is a hit and a hit, so 1 each. Victory came at a cost. And alright. The Flying Dutchman is able to join the British sub and British medium bomber in attacking this fleet. So we will take, I guess, sub, we'll make the sub blue. Sub, heavy cruiser, medium bomber versus 3 destroyers of the Japanese. Yep, just confirming. Medium bomber, British submarine, heavy cruiser. Alright. That's complete miss for 2 hits. This is, of course, not going well. Alright. Yeah. In pursuit of crippling the Japanese more and preventing whatever kind of reinforcement or invasion that they're trying to attempt here, we're just going to continue and suicide ourselves. So that is a very unfortunate battle. Just so unfortunate for the Brits. We continue anyway. Yeah. Wow, that destroyer squadron is just like on fire. So 3 deaths for no hits on the Japanese. Very, very sad. Then we'll raid over here. Attacker will be black, defender will be red, or orange, whatever the color is, doesn't matter. Attacker gets 7 for 2, so that is a complete 5 on this line. And going down 5 for the Japanese to 24. So that sub did some good this time. It's just painfully, painfully sad. However, we did succeed in getting back over here. I don't know that the First Fleet would be doing much if it had died over there. It's just gonna move. Yeah. Into port. That's so sad. Alright. Yeah, so sad. That's the Brits' combats. I guess he will hop into Cape Verde. Just leave the map token there for now, and he's ready to just continue raiding the crud out of things, which will be fun. Yay. We're gonna strategic naval move. 1, 2, 3. with a colonial boy being rescued from the failed defense of Egypt, running in the face of adversity. 3 4 5. And sadly, we do not own this completed port, so they could not flee to Singapore as they had desired. We will go 1, 2, 3 and sit off New Britain, I believe, with some Anzac subs. So we're best positioned, I think, to hit the Japanese next turn. Although, now that I'm looking at it, they could be best positioned actually to catch those transports if they go to the Banda Sea. Because wherever those transports go to, the subs can follow. And that seems pretty good. Alright. That was strategic naval move. That was some non-combat moves. That was landing the map and raiding. And some very sad battles for the British. And we will place units and deliver Lend-Lease. British will place 3 militia. Colonial, a colonial. Oh, I did mean to rail that and move this down here because this boy is being upgraded as an Anzac boy. But the KMT transition will go up through here and up into there because we still have access. So now we've got a nice looking gun over there. French, obviously, we're able to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, well maybe we do have to hit something over here. 1, 2. 3, 4, 5 is what I'm thinking, but oh yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hit Mauritius. And then up and into Madagascar. That's how it was working. FEC militia. Just occupy a piece of Singapore. And then we've got 2 Gurkhas. And those are the things. Alright. We pick up 18, 7 for Anzac, yeah, there we go. 7 and 7 with no Iran, no Suez, no subs, no Aden in Suez, but we do have no warships, so it'll be 18, 7, and then 9. There we go. Just a little bit of a beating for the British that turn. The French are very simple. They've got $4. They're making a French Foreign Legion. Yippee. They have no factory to roll for. They are going to do their best with their Air Force now to kill these stupid darn... Oh my gosh, we hate those. Are we in range? No, we're 1 outside of range for this. So, I guess we'll go over here and raid. Yeah, just want to kill as much Japanese money as we can, I suppose. This situation seems a little untenable, so we'll back up to Abyssinia. And we could further back up. Conversely, we could go after Cameroon. It would take a little bit. It's a fishy fighter, and things preparing to come down into there, which isn't fun. But we could kill them, and that would be fun. We will instead fall back, I think, to Rhodesia. Nah, we'll go to Abyssinia. Just meet up, do some good. Alright, so like the only, oh, I almost forgot. We have 2 of these boys. We can go 1, 2 on map. And we'll start with those, I guess. It doesn't matter which is which. Killing some Italian subs would be nice. Nope. They could also just sit and hunt those things down. We'll wait and see what's going on. This is done. Let's fight there. 3. We'll make the medium bomber and the fighter. So that's a 7 and a 6 versus 3 1s. The 3 1s from Hades. Oh, sorry, not the 1s. The 3 4s, but the 3 destroyers from Hades. Fighter and medium bomber. So, one thing hit, and once again, I've completely missed with the allies. This is looking pretty darn dumb. Pretty darn dumb. One could argue that I should retreat, but I'm a little desperate to kill whatever Japanese forces are trying to do in the southern Pacific here, so we're just gonna say screw that. That is a success, but also just dead. So I believe he will lose a destroyer, and I've lost how many? I've lost 5 allied units for 1 destroyer. That's rough. That's really, really rough. Okay. And we'll go over here. Raider. Defender for the Japanese. 6 to 2, so that should be 4 damage. For a total of 9 killed on the Japanese lines. That's not so bad. That's not so bad. 9 out of 10 killed is pretty good. Alright. You did good, little French sub. You did some good. Alright. These boys will indeed just join a British counterpart. Because these subs are just dead. And we're gonna make sure it stays that way. Because, yeah, there's nothing that can reach all the way down here. Yeah, nothing that can reach all the way down there. Alright, and I believe they pick up like 1. Yep, 1. So instead of 4, we're down to 1. Foreign Legion is placed. Oh, Yes, I'm gonna keep the French fighter here. Alright. That will wrap up Commonwealth and Free France for Operation Dynamo. Thank you, and good evening.